What is your American dream?
My American dream is to succeed in a different way in which my mother did when she moved here in the 70s, but I also want to make my mother proud. So the American dream for me is creating a way in which I can succeed in the things that I love to do.
My American dream is to be totally financially stable, that I can assist my family and try to get my young brothers and sisters to wake up and realize time is getting short. You got to learn to invest in land and not so many clothes and ding-dings.
My American dream is to live free for the rest of my life.
My American dream is just persevering, even though life may throw us a lot of inequalities, but still continuing to push, still continuing to work hard so we can achieve the goals we want in life.
My American dream is to see my son prosper in his life. He's 12 years old now, so by the time he's 18, I want to see him make something of himself, especially in the world that we live in today.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Groundhog Sam! Okay, Alex, it's been a pleasure spending the month of June with you and your big yellow boa constrictor and cab. It is now July 1st, and it's time to say hello to our next taxi cab driver. Who will it be? Let's see. Well, hello, Mike! Mike wears his sunscreen like I do on my nose. But I guess it's that time to catch some rays. Looks like you're hanging out in the parking lot in between your next ride. You know, when a groundhog tans, you say, I'm bacon. Get it? Like bacon, because it's a hog. You know, it looks like Mike wants to join the tanning Olympics. But I gotta tell him, no matter what, he's only ever gonna win the bronze. Maybe Mike wants to look like Donald Trump, but he's got a long way to go. He's gonna have to fall asleep in a tanning bed to look like Donald Trump, who's like orange. It's so weird. Did you miss Friday's show? Well, in case you did, we did a pop-up, which is something we're gonna do on Fridays in the summer. Summer pop-up. It was lots of fun. We got our summer on, as is Mike doing now, and now is the time you've all been waiting for. We're back to a full show, starring Brad Bernstein with co-hosts Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias. Enjoy, and remember, if you go out in the sun, do what Mike and I do, wear your sunscreen.
Welcome, everybody. It is July 1st, 2019. I got to stuff this down a little bit, a little too high there, Yo-Yo.
A little too high.
How are you? I am not a little too high, maybe on coffee right now.
I see.
You see that, right?
Right. Oh, whoa, what's going on over
What's
here?
going? Yeah, you're a little off there. Hello, Belgium Kim. Hello, Jonathan Elias.
What's up?
Everything's good. I walked in all happy,
You
right?
did. Clapping and
I clapping and ready to go.
high-fiving.
Come on,
Fake
right?
punching.
Right, I did fake punching.
You did fake
That's
punching.
right. Yo-Yo's like, what you talking about? Fake punching me? Who you fake punch me? Right?
It's really hype. Oh, look at so this is our background now?
No, that's not our background. We're
be our
off the beach.
background.
We're back. It is July 1st. We have gone through officially today 6 months of 2019.
That's insane.
Today
Wow.
is that right?
Yeah,
Today
it's half the year.
is the second half of 2019.
Golly.
That's
Now, what did we do the first half? Because we have to look back in the first half of the year. We have not prepared. We don't have anything to show you.
Right.
But we can talk in
This was
15
probably something
seconds.
that we should have prepared.
We should have prepared. But if we prepare live on the air,
Uh-huh.
what's your favorite moment of the first 6 months of your life? Not of the show. Jonathan Yo-Yo.
Wait, what?
Yes. Wait, what?
Of
your
my
life.
life?
What was your
Of
favorite
all of
moment of the
life.
first 6 months of your year?
April 2nd.
This year.
Oh.
This year, not of everything.
For me personally.
For you personally.
Going to Puerto Rico with my friends for
That
my
was
birthday.
that was the best first half, yeah.
Absolutely.
And Belgium Kim.
I'm gonna have a cutesy one. I'm gonna say getting with my boyfriend. My boyfriend and I got together in the first half of the year. Oh, is that cutesy?
Very nice.
We're supposed to.
Going to Vietnam. Loved it. It was a great trip.
That's a
yes,
good one.
yeah. Vietnam was a fabulous trip, and I look forward to a fabulous second half of the year. What I'd like to find out, and maybe we'll put this in comments of the day.
Okay.
If we get the comments.
If we get the comments.
Okay.
You never
So we're
know.
going to change comments of the day today, Brad Squad, and we're going to say hello to you in a second. But if you tell us your favorite first half of the year, your favorite experience for the first half of the year, we will compile what we believe is the best experiences.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And those are going to be our comments of the day.
Ooh,
Okay.
Forget
okay.
about saying how wonderful I am.
No, don't
Right.
Forget about saying that I should run for president. You know what? Let's switch it up a little bit, Belgium Cam. Let's hear what everybody's first half of the year favorite event or experience of the day of their 6 months, and we're going to make it comment of the day.
We could go
Meanwhile,
on one day without compliments. Huh?
that's right. I can
could
go.
go on one
Right,
day.
my ego will survive. My
Right.
ego will survive. Meanwhile, I got to say hello to Fearless Michelle, First Lady Hewitt Asset, Lindo Patrona Collins, Batty Boo Nisbeth asking a question. Ma Duke says, "Squad up family."
Yes, she
does.
Lisa Bling Rose is in the house. She never misses anything. Jessica Leamy. Didn't they have a song for her? Just Call Me. What?
How does that song go,
I
Brad?
forgot, but it was like a one-hit wonder, right? Just Call Me something, right? Wasn't there a song, Just Call Me?
Are you talking
Or is
about
that-
You know, I
Call
don't
Me
know
by
about
Blondie?
this.
No,
Like,
not Call Me.
Blondie?
Not Call Me by Blondie. Jessica Leamy, Call Me. No.
No.
There was another. There was a Call Me, wasn't there? Wasn't there like a Call Me? Just Call Me.
You're thinking of that little
There-
snippet of song
there was
in
a
When
song-
Harry Met Sally.
No,
Like,
there was a song, Just Call Me. No, not that either.
Right, because he was singing it like
was
that.
I was
You
no,
were-
but there was a pop song by like a bubblegum pop song. Just
Well,
Call Me or something.
No,
maybe
this is when Jill was
Jill
the
usually
answer.
knows what I. Yeah, right. Jill usually knows it. Jill saying in my ear, "There's a song like that." And Jessica Leamy, tomorrow I'm going to sing it to you. All
Good.
right, I'm going to figure it out.
Because to be clear, what Jill just sang in our ears was "Just call you on the telephone."
No, that was no song. Jill just made up a song in my ear.
Right.
All right, Allison Evans, how are you? Joelle, how are you? Wicked, St. Louis. Is it Wicked St.Louis? Wicked?
Where is that? Let me
Maybe
see.
he's part of
This
the
on
Wicked.
Facebook?
Yeah, on YouTube. Maybe he's
On
a
YouTube.
Wiccan. Isn't a Wiccan like a
Yeah, it's a type of religion.
type of religion?
Yeah.
Is he Wiccan St. Louis?
He could be.
Wiccan?
Wycan?
I
Right.
still don't. Oh,
Velcom? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with
Waken?
Vegan or Weekend.
Tracy Lacey.
Tracy Lacey.
I love Tracy Lacey. There's so much rhymes with Tracy Lacey. Positive and negative.
Right.
Right? But
Such
will
as,
not-
wait, positive-
Spacey Tracy? Right? But she may not be Spacey. She may be totally present. I have no
I
idea.
was like, I don't know where you were going.
I have
Right.
no idea. I have no idea.
Right, I was like-
But she could be totally like present and totally.
Right.
I don't know.
She's not actually Spacey.
She may not be Spacey at all, but it's like the first thing that pops in my head.
I also can't think of any other words that rhyme with Tracy Lacey other
Stacey?
than Stacey. That's
Macy's,
Those are all proper nouns.
Facey.
That's not a word.
Hey, he did
What?
legit say there's
What?
a lot that
There's a
rhymes
lot.
with Stacey Lacey.
Casey,
And he is so far only done
Casey?
proper. No.
Casey, Tracy Lacey.
Those are all other
words.
names.
Those are
Those are not
names.
other names.
Yeah.
What is
What?
a Casey?
Wazy?
What is a Casey?
Wazy.
Wazy.
Wazy?
What are these words?
What
None
are
of
these words?
I
Call
don't
me
really-
baby. That was it.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
that's Call me baby.
That's the song.
Maybe not.
What's
I don't
her
know.
name?
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number.
So call
Carly
me, baby.
Rae
Carly Rae
Jepsen.
Jepsen.
Yeah, all right,
Gay
we're way over.
icon Carly Rae. Gotta love Carly Rae, who showed up and out this weekend.
I didn't see.
I gotta say hello to Jenny Fernandez, Tally, Tracy Lacey again, saying hi, Brad, Kim, Jonathan, DJ Killabuzz.
Whoa.
Love that name.
Love him.
that name. Bombadil James says he got his I-751 denied. Can I help him? The answer is yes, I can. Ja Love, how are you? Christopher Lowe saying hello. Marlene Rossi. And who else we got here? That's about it.
Yeah, we got
And
a
Yeah.
Maria de Carmen Cedillo says, hello, Brad. I love your show.
Huh?
We'll
Nice.
just do comments of the day as we see them.
Okay.
By the way, did anybody Did anybody leave their favorite experience for the first 6 months?
I was looking.
I actually
Nope,
haven't
not a human
seen
being.
it yet.
Not a human being.
Oh, yes,
Carol
she did.
Anderson, the
What did
Tiger, will
Carol
have
Anderson-
the only comment of the day so far.
What?
Nobody else wants to share what their
I'll say
favorite
it.
part of their first thing. No, we're going to save it for comments of the day.
Oh, you're gonna
And
save
if we
it
only
for-
have one comment of the day, we only have one comment of the day.
All right.
Maybe we will remember, folks. Okay, you want to have comments of the day? Share with us. Tell us what your favorite part of the first half year is. Today marks the second half of 2019, July 1st. We discussed what our favorite part of our first year was. Belgium Kim, falling in love.
Falling in love.
All right. Jonathan, falling in love with Puerto Rico.
With the experience.
With the experience of, right.
Yes.
Brad, in Vietnam.
Falling in
Falling
love.
in love.
Yes.
There it is.
Boom.
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 Also,
Boom.
Yes.
out of the comments that I saw, other than everything just fell to the ground on my side, also in the comments, it's Lisa Bling Rose's son's birthday.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday.
to
Happy
him.
birthday, Bling Jr.
Yes,
Baby
Bling.
Bling.
Baby Bling
Bling.
Jr.
Little
And,
bling.
and with that, Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, we do have a Brad Squad Spotlight. Brad Squad member.
Hey,
That's
hey,
right.
Brad
hey.
Squad Spotlight. And it belongs today to Unique Terry Unique.
Woo-hoo.
Now, Unique Terry Unique's name is actually not Unique or Terry. It's actually Teresa, and she is the mother of 2 children. She's been a professional cosmetologist for over 20 years. We have pictures of Unique Terry Unique
We do.
because it doesn't look like she does not look like me.
Right now,
I
she
do
looks
not.
like
There
it.
she is.
Whoa.
Oh, professional. Oh, look at her. She can make herself up. She could really,
Cosmetology herself.
cosmetology herself. Yeah, she considers herself very talented, loving, caring, and easy to get along with. And I kind of agree.
Right.
I don't know if I've ever met her in person, but certainly in her comments and being part of the Brad Squad, I would say she's very easygoing. She's very adventurous. She loves listening to music. Her favorites are Beres Hammond and Buju Banton.
Ooh.
And she
Nice.
found
Oh, look at
out.
her.
Hey, look
Woo.
at her. She is unique. But where'd you get Terry from? I guess Teresa.
Teresa.
Right?
Unique. Teresa.
Maybe unique Teresa Unique. I guess maybe was taken, or unless she goes by the name Terry.
Maybe she's just Terry.
She is
Right.
fly. That's all
She
I
is
know.
fly.
She is fly. Look at that. And by the way,
Yeah.
shockingly, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias and Belgium Kim, Unique Terry Unique found out about Bradshaw Live because a friend shared it to her
Boom.
page.
Wow.
Boom.
Look at
Microphone. I wish I had a microphone and just go like that,
Just
right?
to drop it.
Just drop it.
I got you.
Right. Oh,
Just
drop the
don't-
8-ball.
don't drop
No,
the
don't
No,
drop the
no,
8-ball.
I won't drop the 8-ball because then we won't have it anymore.
Right. It'll be water
Chilling.
everywhere.
Right.
No, break. Yeah.
Okay, no, I won't do that. So, Belgium Kim, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, there she is. Terry, Unique Terry. Let's go through our pictures one more time. Let's take a look at this beautiful member of the Brad Squad. There she
Gorgeous.
is. Gorgeous. What else we got? We have other pictures. There she
Oh.
is. 20. She really knows how to do herself
Yes,
up, right?
she does. Yes,
and
she
thank
does.
you very much.
Oh my God, look at what
that
she
do.
does.
Look at that do. And thank you very much for sharing all of that, Terry. Oh, wow.
That's her work as a
This
cosmetologist.
is her work. She
Yes,
does.
that's not
that's
her?
amazing.
No,
I
that's
thought that was
her
her
work.
hair. She's just basically promoting herself now.
Absolutely.
On Bradshaw Live. Look at the work that she
Okay.
does.
It's
Listen,
gorgeous.
it's
Yes,
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
You have to be an
All
artist.
right. And with that, Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, we now know a little more about Terry Unique. Terry Unique. I said it
Terry.
backwards. I say Terry Unique Terry, but it's Unique,
Unique
Terry,
Terry
Unique.
Unique.
Unique New York. Unique Terry.
Yes.
Unique New
Terry.
York.
Why don't you
Unique
tell
New York.
everybody to please share this to one of their friends or family members so they can also become members of the Brad Squad?
Yes.
And
Yes.
tell them also what they get for being a member of the Brad Squad.
Ooh,
They get
yeah,
something.
You want to do the
They get
Bradshaw
something.
group?
What do you get?
Okay, family, on the Brad Squad group. You are not an official member of the Brad Squad if you are not a member of the official group. So join right now, Bradshaw Live Brad Squad on Facebook. We're also going to drop the link in the comments right now, family. Right now, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, you guys can join this Facebook group. All you need is a Facebook account. That's literally the only thing you need. And also make sure that you can interact with us. You know that if you get your question, if you are one of the first 5 people to ask questions on that group, your questions will be one of the first 5 answered in at Social Media Check-In. And we get so many questions these days, you know we don't always get to all of them. This is the only guaranteed way to get your question answered. What else do they have to do on Facebook, Yo-Yo?
All right, on Facebook, just like how we were just talking about, you guys have to share. If you share, we get amazing family members, Brad Squad members like Unique Terry Unique. That's the way she got it, and that's the way we're gonna get across the world, and it's all because of you. So how you share, just click on that little arrow that says share and share it to anybody's page, share it to people's inboxes, share it to groups. But also what we definitely want you guys to do is also start a watch party. That's a great way to also get other people and your friends into the whole Brad Squad movement. All right, share and also start a watch party. If you don't know how to start a watch party, it is so simple. All you have to do is press that little arrow again, and a couple options down that says share or start a watch party. And it's easy as 1, 2, 3. It's all in your hands. Also, we definitely want you guys to interact. So we want you to like, love, wow face, sad face, mad face, whatever you're feeling. I want you guys to show that, and especially in the comments section. We definitely said that for today, our comments of the day only is gonna come from those that share their experiences, their favorite moments of the first half of this year. It's crazy how fast time is going, but we definitely wanna hear your favorite moments. So put that in right now, and we're gonna start rallying them up. We're gonna get all these comments of the day, and yours could be the comment of the day for today. And what are we gonna do on YouTube?
On YouTube, if you are listening to the sound of our voices and have not subscribed to our channel yet, what are you thinking?
What?
Subscribe right now and hit that little bell right beside it so that you get a notification every time we go live at 5:30-ish. Or if it's Friday, it's gonna be pop-up days
already know.
every day for the rest of the summer. So you're gonna need to hit that bell to know when you can catch us on Fridays. Also, make sure that you tell us everything you think and feel in those comments. We want to hear everything that you're thinking about, all that we talk about in Schmooze, and our callers. And make sure that if you have social media questions, you're dropping them in the comments right now, because like we said, they are first come, first serve, and you never know where we're going to get to. And also, finally, you gotta share the show, family. It's the easiest, simplest, most amazing thing you can do for us. Hit share, hit copy link, and send that link to all of your friends and family who could use some free immigration advice right now. Hint, hint, it's all of them. Okay, family, and now's the time you've all been waiting for. It's Schmoozin' with Brad. It's Schmoozin' with Brad. Where's Schmoozin'?
It's a little slow today, second half of the year.
It's cool, yeah.
Schmoozin' with a Brad.
Yeah.
Hey, no problem. We can keep talking. We're gonna keep talking for a hot second.
Why don't you tell people to do more stuff?
Do more stuff.
Do all the stuff.
What else can you do?
If you haven't created a Facebook page yet, you should probably go ahead and do that.
What I do want everybody to do, make sure if you're on YouTube, make sure you join the group. Okay?
All right, so we're gonna start schmoozing with Brad right here until we got the camera all
This is cool.
This is kind of cool. Oh, there we are.
our camera.
So meanwhile, I can't even joke around. The only good news about all of this is our cameras are broken and the Nazis in jail. That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Nazis in jail.
We like that.
22-year-old Nazi James Field of Mamu, Ohio. He was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. We'll do the whole show like this, right? That's sort of lesser sentence. He's sort of lesser sentence, apologizing after he ran his car into a group of counter-protesters in Charlottesville, Virginia, 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
He said he was very sorry. He's suffering from some sort of mental illness. Now, I would bet that most neo-Nazis are suffering from some mental illness, but quite frankly, I don't care.
Right.
And Judge Michael Urbanski agrees with me. He didn't care either. He said just watching them is terrifying.
Right.
Wait, my head is cut off. Should we be a headless guy?
No.
He said just watching them is terrifying. The release of the defendant into a free society is too much of a risk. So the rally proved a critical moment in the rise of the alternate right. I don't have anything in my ear, so you just tell me when the camera's ready.
Listen, they just told us that we may have to restart it.
We're not starting anything again. We're doing the whole show like this. I'll plug myself in.
You might as well just bring your chair over.
The chair over. We're not doing anything. We're going to do this one camera only.
We could literally do that and then roll in and out of the shot.
That's right. Just roll Kim in and roll it out. Question, Kim, so
taking a nap.
So any event, he's in jail for life. Good riddance to this guy. He's gone.
Good.
All right. So
Bye.
meanwhile, Trump and Putin.
Yeah.
They were joking about election interference.
Funny.
It's funny.
Which is hilarious.
It's only funny to Donald Trump because it actually helped him get elected.
Right.
Actually, Jimmy Carter just said. Okay, Jimmy Carter just said that Trump is actually an illegitimate president, but for Russia helping him, he doesn't believe that Trump would be president.
Right.
Well, a little late there, Jimmy. We all agree, but better late than never.
Right.
Okay, when I read that, I'm like, thank you, Mr. Obvious, for letting us figure that one out. Nobody realized that one. So Trump, of course, was joking with Putin.
Right.
Why wouldn't he? Putin put him in power, and he even said, I would take the help again. Now, there's nothing illegal in the law that says that if Trump accepts, the foreign power helps Trump become president as long as he doesn't collude with them, doesn't seem to be anything wrong with that. There's nothing in the law that says can't do it.
Right.
Maybe unethical, but there's nothing in the law that says you can't do it.
Right.
And certainly the Republicans aren't going to change the law right now.
Right.
So Trump said about 2 weeks ago, yeah, I would take the help again. Why not? And then there was a big backlash. He says, no, of course I wouldn't take the help, but based on what we just saw, he's going to take the help.
Right.
So the only thing that we can do is as a group, not just the three of us, but everybody, all right, get the vote out. Get him out.
Yes.
Now, Mueller's going to testify before Congress next month about how Russia interfered in the election and the multiple connections between the Trump campaign, I call them the Trump.
The Trump campaign. I like that.
The Trump campaign and Russia. We'll see what happens. That's the end of that. All right. Meanwhile, other key takeaways at the G20 meeting. It was a very, very historic meeting for Mr. Trump.
These are incredible.
Yeah, incredible what's going on with Mr. Trump these days. I can't even say Trump anymore because I'm like salivating out my mouth when I talk about him.
I'm glad we're all sharing such close space.
Yes.
Though.
Right.
Very close.
So Trump is going to make a deal with China. On tariffs.
Yeah.
But I have to say, if it was changing up the economic relationship between the world and China, as much as these tariffs hurt the United States, I have to say, you got to give him credit for where credit's due. He did change the playing field in this sense. There's a lot of American companies, a lot of Western companies that made China their manufacturing hub, that are now moving their manufacturing base outside of China because of they don't know what's going to happen with the United States and China. So it actually kind of changed the playing field. China gets hurt by this.
Right.
China gets hurt a lot more than the United States. Saudi Arabia hosted at the G20 hosted Trump for breakfast.
Yeah,
Trump did not very cozy with Saudi Arabia.
What is up with that?
Okay, but did not discuss the killing of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi.
Right.
It was even brought up by CNN's Jim Acosta.
Right.
Asked Trump about it, and he said, "Yeah, I'm against it, but Saudi Arabia is really important to the United States, so I'm not going to say anything about it." So that's what happened with them, and then finally. Very hard to do this, by the way.
You're killing it.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
Standing up without nobody's in my ear. I don't know what's going on. It's very hot, by the way.
Listen, I got nothing.
The AC is on.
Look, the AC is not on. Everything is broken in this place. Who pays the bills here? So,
some guy named Brad.
Some guy by the name of Brad. There's no air conditioner and all the cameras broke.
It is the first of the month. I'm sure y'all paid.
And then finally, Ivanka Trump is now the buffoon of the G20 summit.
Oh, yes.
She has kind of stuck herself into conversations with the president of France, the Prime Minister of England, the Canadian Prime Minister, and even people from the International Monetary Fund. She was going around like she was an elected official or had some sort of presidential attaché when she is the daughter of Donald Trump. So people started. I don't know if we have these or no.
Well, we got ability to do nothing.
We have the ability to do nothing.
We got the ability to do
trust
this.
me, it's funny. I saw the pictures. I laughed to myself. People then started photoshopping Ivanka Trump into random historical events using hashtag unwanted Ivanka.
Yeah. I want to see it
so
now.
I got you, family.
Like Johnson swearing in ceremony and the first final kiss in Casablanca. It was really funny. I don't have Jill in my ear. Do we really want to start this
Jilly.
over, or are we gonna?
What do we have to do, Jilly?
You can talk in my ear.
Oh,
What did she say?
she's on the phone with the TriCaster
She's on the phone with the
people.
TriCaster people.
Right.
All right, so I'll
our-
continue on.
So our other guy,
So
Brendan,
that's the takeaway from there. Whoops.
Perfect.
Wait.
Careful, yeah.
Do that again, Yannick.
Yeah.
Why don't you give it a try?
All right,
There you
get
go.
outta
Do you,
here.
do you
Get
guys-
out of here.
You guys
Right.
want to see some of the unwanted
Ah!
pictures?
No.
Well, yeah. Why
Like
don't you turn it around and
last-
see? Why don't you have to you have to stand up and get closer
Can
into
you
the.
zoom in on me, Brendan? Is
No,
that,
no,
can
no,
we?
no.
They
You
can't
have to
even
get
do that?
closer.
Okay,
You gotta go stand up.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Everybody has to do their own
Oh,
thing now.
whoa.
We're doing
No,
this.
oh,
Hold
wait,
on.
he's
Oh,
able
there
to a
it is.
little bit.
Okay.
I knew you could do it, Brendan.
Yeah, there we go.
That's Ivanka at the Last Supper, y'all.
Let's see. You gotta pick it up a little bit.
That
There
is
you go.
hilarious.
Yeah, she's just kind of sticking herself into
Clearly,
everything.
Ivanka at the Last
Yeah.
Supper. So no, they were.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump crossed into North Korea.
He did.
Yes,
he did.
He was the first
he went
president to
North
do
Korea.
so, and he's betting.
Nice shot.
He's betting.
Oh,
He's
yeah, this is a
this is a
nice
much better
shot.
shot now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
wanna
wow, I don't
stand
have to.
for
You
it?
can actually sit
No,
down.
I don't have to sit. I could stand.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know what the
So,
That's nice. That's much better. You
Much
were
better.
really
I know.
making me uncomfortable.
yeah, my back was hurting me.
Oh,
Now I
right.
can stand up.
My back was hurting
This
me
was
just looking at you.
So, by the way, this is good. We should do this show. We should do like this every day.
That's a
You,
great.
you would stand.
I would
throughout
stand the whole show. Why not? I'm
because
young
you
enough.
look like a weatherman between that.
You do.
You're about to go.
All right, so
for
meanwhile,
Scanlon
Donald
Ray.
Trump crossed into North Korea. When he crossed into North Korea, there was a high pressure zone there. It was very warm, and then
Coming in right around.
coming right around here.
Right around here.
This is a great new format, though,
Yeah.
y'all. We really roll with the
Yes, we
punches.
do.
It's a good
So
looking
he
trio out
crossed
here,
into North Korea. And Jonathan, why don't you tell him what happened in that neck of the woods when he crossed in?
Not get the words, no, he didn't.
Waves, a lot of waves.
The amount of waves he caused is just unbelievable.
Yeah, so he crossed into North Korea, and he's betting.
Yeah.
He's betting that that ultimately a personal relationship with Kim Jong Un will make the world safer.
not
And there's no way that Kim Jong Un is going to give up his nuclear weapons
Right.
because he
Of
saw
course
what
not,
happened.
yeah.
He saw what happened with Libya.
Right.
Okay, so ultimately, the plan, how I foresee it,
Okay.
would be a freeze
Yeah.
on North Korean nuclear weapon program.
Okay.
So they're not making any more nuclear weapons.
Okay.
In return for lifting of sanctions.
Okay.
And then over 10, 20 years, assuming North Korea builds up their economy,
Yep.
and assuming becomes a wealthier country, that at that point, Kim Jong-un would feel comfortable enough as a totalitarian leader to give up his nuclear weapons because he would not be overthrown by his people because then he's now feeding them. Versus what happened in Libya,
Right.
which was Gaddafi gave up. They still had economic problems in Libya, and as soon as he gave up the nuclear weapons,
people revolted.
people revolted.
Right.
Right.
Right. So I think that's what may ultimately happen. Look, I'm just
Boom.
getting better at it, right?
You are, and
Yeah.
and when you
Yeah.
throw it from this angle, it's really right at the camera.
That is right,
Right.
at the camera. The secret.
Picking all that up.
Let's see. Let's see.
Me.
By the way, did you see this? The Alabama woman charged with losing her unborn baby in a shooting.
In a shooting.
Did you see that? This
Crazy.
is disgusting.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Disgusting, yeah.
Yeah, a 27-year-old woman in Alabama has been indicted for manslaughter after losing her unborn baby in a shooting, despite not being the shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Marsha Jones was
Disgusting.
arrested on Wednesday for initiating a dispute with another woman.
Right.
She got into a fight with another woman.
Right.
Right.
They started shoving each other.
Right.
And then gunshots.
Right.
And she got shot in the stomach.
Right.
She was a victim.
Right.
The unborn baby died.
Right.
She is now charged with manslaughter for starting a
It's
fight
because she
that
started the
ultimately
fight?
Right.
killed this unborn child. And the people of Alabama, for the most part, are saying she deserves it.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
She deserves
That's
it. She
insane to
killed
me.
her unborn child.
She did not.
Didn't.
Just because
Yeah.
she initiated the fight does not mean she asked to get shot in the stomach.
Right.
Now, not according to Pleasant Grove Police Lieutenant Danny Reed.
What did he say?
This is what he had to say. The only true victim in this was the unborn baby. It was the mother of the child who initiated and continued the fight, which resulted in the death of her unborn baby. He added that the child had no choice in being brought unnecessarily into a fight where she was relying on her mother for protection. On Wednesday, she was given a $50,000 bond.
That's crazy.
Now, women's rights activists and pro-choice advocates have condemned the state for pressing charges for Ms. Jones, reigniting conversations about how the state's newly legalized anti-abortion measures.
So is that the only reason why she's actually being able
yes,
to?
Yes, it is illegal to kill an unborn child.
But so when you do that, isn't that because you actually said, okay, I'm going to go get an abortion? She did not ask for the baby.
But that's not what the law says.
It's only because she put the baby in danger
She put the baby in danger. She put the baby. I don't know how the law's written.
That's a great way to spin it. Like, that's ridiculous.
I don't know how the law's written. I've never actually read the law in Alabama.
Right.
But based on what the news reports are, it's if there's any harm to an unborn child, and you put that child in harm's way through criminal negligence, through this is manslaughter where you didn't intentionally mean for the child to be killed,
right,
but you did such a thing that there was a possibility that this child would be maimed or killed by starting this fight. I don't believe manslaughter would hold up. It could be criminal negligence.
So is it illegal to like drink when you're pregnant? Illegal to smoke?
If you drink when you're pregnant, hypothetically, besides hurting the child, in Alabama, and then you get behind the wheel of a car and you get into an accident and have a miscarriage as a result,
then you can
you are charged with murder.
Whew.
Oh my God.
That is crazy. I mean, granted, it is a effed up situation, but still.
I don't understand
not murder.
Right, and I don't understand how a police officer can say there is only one victim in this and it's the unborn child. A woman was shot. There is another victim.
Yeah.
Right. What about the shooter? What about the shooter? Shouldn't that person be arrested?
Yeah,
I think that person should be arrested.
So how isn't the shooter?
I don't know unless Alabama has a stand your ground statute.
No, a grand jury didn't indict her. There wasn't enough evidence, but
for the shooter.
Yeah, for the shooter.
The bullet in the stomach wasn't enough.
By the way, just out of curiosity, what was the skin color of the shooter?
They were both black.
They were both black?
They were both black.
Okay, I don't know. All right.
I know the girl was black.
Because all of a sudden I said, wait a second, what's going on there?
That's actually very fair.
Right.
No, they were both
that
black
would have been
women.
crazy. I think it would have been a lot bigger if she was not
correct.
black.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's crazy. I can't even throw the card. I'm just going to hold that one.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, that's sad. Here's another sad thing. Besides the fact that I have to stand for 2 hours.
You're not standing for 2 hours.
I am standing for 2 hours. I'm going to make everybody really uncomfortable.
Bring your chair over here and actually have like a normal 3-shot if you want.
Usually, since y'all not giving me the chance to pour my stuff in,
Yeah.
usually when it's the next shot, y'all ain't even going to give me the chance. I'm going to just do this.
Oh yeah, you guys are going to have to see our Fiji water bottles.
So why don't we do this, okay? Let's figure out a way to get you're going to tell everybody to share one more time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, we're going to figure out, Kim, you stay right here. I'm going to figure it out.
Okay.
We're going to bring my camera over, my computer over.
Yeah.
We're going to place it right here.
There we go.
And I'm going to answer your immigration questions in the 3-shot. It's going to be,
that sounds great.
It's going to be,
Look at Three's Company.
all together, 3 for 1,
Look
right?
how beautiful this is.
All right, so all for one and one for all, right? All right, Peter Pan, you go tell him what to do while I go figure out how to bring everything over here,
Yes,
okay?
all right.
We got this.
I'm going to walk off camera for a second.
Make it happen, y'all.
All right, everybody on Facebook right now. In order to get this crazy show out, this is all in your hands, all right, guys? So we need you guys to share right now. In order to share, just click on that little arrow that says share and share it to anybody's page. Share it to groups, share it in the inbox. But most importantly, I need you guys to warn them how crazy we are because they might look at the show and not get it. You have to understand. Look at this. Look, this is Boss Man.
I didn't realize I was on camera.
Yeah. This is what happened. You guys can't keep this treasure to yourself,
move
all
this out of the
right?
way.
You can't.
I'm gonna take
and they're
Belgian
talking
Kim's-
as
I'm
loud
gonna take
as
Belgian
possible.
Kim's chair.
While I'm trying to talk to y'all.
Okay.
All right.
And
So,
then-
why don't you come to me? Come
Wait,
to
you're
me.
stuck.
You're
stuck.
Come to me.
Nope.
Hey,
there we go.
camera, come to
Here
me.
we
No,
go.
don't want to?
No. Oh,
All right,
look at this.
look.
Look at this,
All right,
Yo-Yo.
of course, interactions. Right now, we are going to start taking calls in a little bit, but we definitely need to get all your social media questions in right now. So make sure you send them into the comment section. And also, let me give you another task. I want you guys to tag 1 to 2 to 3, 1 to 3 friends, Facebook friends, in the comment section right now, and tell them to join in on the squad.
I'm
right?
not used to this.
I know. Look at this.
Look at this.
My brothers.
Yeah, look at this.
Look, family.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's much cooler
on
to
this
be
side.
on this side
I know,
over
I
here.
like
This is the cool side.
I'm like on the loser side over there by
I
myself.
like that side.
But I feel so much cooler being next to Yo-Yo now. My coolness factor went up by 10.
Yeah.
It does. The
You look good
osmosis
here.
of coolness really
Yeah,
happens.
okay.
around.
Let's just not.
Do I have
Let's
a
make
plug?
sure this doesn't
Do I have
happen.
a plug, by the way?
Yeah.
Make sure this
In your
doesn't happen
ear.
for Hump Day, though.
Here.
All right.
Okay, perfect.
All right, guys. So, like I said, tag 1 to 3 friends in the comment section right now. Make sure you just invite them. Everybody, give a warm greeting to anybody that wants to join the Brad Squad. By the way, joining the Brad Squad, you guys click on the link that we're about to post right now, so you guys can join the official page, because there are so many incentives that you'll get with joining the Brad Squad, and we will absolutely accept you right now. If you guys join right now, we'll accept the admittance right now, okay? And what you get with that is you'll get first dibs. 5 of the first questions that we ask for, social media questions, will be from you guys, and we'll also only put content on that page. We've already shot some, right?
Yes.
Brad had his shirt open. You know what I mean? He was feeling good. You're not gonna see it unless you join the. Don't give it to them yet.
Oh,
Don't give it to them yet.
because in the extra VIP,
In the extra VIP,
there was one button
there was
one button
There
less.
was one button less. We're feeling frisky. You know
Very
what I
frisky
mean?
there. We did it on Wednesday.
We did it on Wednesday.
Right, it was after the show. We were all a little unbothered.
You
The
know what I mean?
nakedness was unbelievable.
Listen, and you'll only see it if you join the Brad Squad group, all right? And also for YouTube, you definitely have to join as well. And we definitely want you guys to share. All you have to do is click on that link, copy the link, and send it to your WhatsApp group, a GroupMe group, your text message blast, wherever you want. Anybody that you think might benefit, or think that the show is entertaining, or you just think they would love to be a part of the Brad Squad, just send it to them right now. Right now, all right? And everybody, please press that thumbs up, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, okay? Of course, interaction. We definitely want all your social media questions in the comment section right now as well. And now, this is what you guys have all been waiting for. It's time for you guys to call Brad. And you're gonna watch me the whole time. I guess I'm gonna be in the shot as well.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the shot as well.
And I'm just gonna
but you know what you can do if you want is you can stand up. And like sit on the ground if you want.
Okay, well,
you
I
know,
can
do
do
something
that too.
way you're not in the shot for all
Look,
the time.
I'm good with that
Right,
too.
right. You can like,
because look,
you're like, what is Yo-Yo doing under the table? I'm gonna be like, whoa,
look.
Yo-Yo.
I'm gonna bring my stuff over here.
Yeah, you go there, not under the table.
And this is when you guys call in and get your answers with getting answers to your immigration questions.
Yeah. You know, I say all the time. I said we built this state. You're still on. You're still in the shot.
Yes, sir.
Yo-Yo.
Right, what, can't they zoom in?
Move this out. Move this
Let
out of the
them
way.
zoom in.
No, they don't need to zoom in. I always say.
Don't cover your screen.
Uncover your screen.
Uncover your
What do you mean
screen.
uncover my screen?
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know what
I don't
that
know.
means. Oh, well, okay.
So she can see calls.
So, I can't at the moment, Jill, because I got to restart my computer. Or
Oh, my
something.
goodness
All right.
me.
So there's nothing uncovered, but I can't. I don't
Oh.
know. You know, I would have to.
Hold on, I got you. No.
I would have to. She has
I'll
to
take a
team
picture.
viewer.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Yes, and start again. And by the way, when
Oh, you know
what are you doing, Kim?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I will send you. I gotta take a picture.
right.
Thank you.
Lord have mercy.
So when I put this up, I said, okay, you can go back. I don't need such a like every zit on my face. You can see that. When I put this studio together, I said to everybody, you know, CNN could do their show from here. But I'm going to tell you something. CNN would have fired us today.
Okay.
They would have fired us today. I don't understand because we're all ready and prepared. What I don't understand is our entire team goes in, tests everything. Everything. I mean, if I was shooting up to space right now, I'd be dead.
Listen.
I would be dead. right.
Good thing you're not.
Yes. Okay. Let's go to Everest in Dallas, Texas. Everest. Everest, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What can I do to help you?
Okay, so I got a question. I applied for VAWA August 2017, and in March 2019, I received RFP. So I sent the RFP within 3 weeks. So it's more than 60 days. They confirmed they received my RFP on the 19th of April 2019, and I don't know what is going on.
This was for your asylum case?
No, it's for VAWA.
For your VAWA. Okay. And this was how long ago?
Yeah, they received RFP on the 19th of April.
Of April.
And,
okay, so that's May, June, July. You got to give them 120 days. So whenever you respond to immigration, this is a general rule. When you respond to immigration, you got to give them 120 days to see what they're going to do. So that you responded at the end of April. So you got May, June, July, the end of August. Come September, you still haven't heard from them. That's when you call my show.
Okay.
All right? Just hang in there.
Okay.
You're very welcome. All right, 120 days. Remember that. Let's go to Desireen in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Desireen.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
What can I do to help you?
So, I came here on a J1 visa, and with my family, now I'm out of status. I'm calling to find out what are the options to get LPR, legal permanent residency, please?
All right, well, you're just basically calling me and telling me you're out of status. How do I get a green card? And that would require a full consultation. I don't have a magic. Oh, I do have a magic 8-ball, but I'm not sitting by it. I don't have the magic formula to say, oh, you're out of status on the J, fill out this form. It unfortunately doesn't work like that. You know, there's family sponsorship, employment sponsorship, all sorts of different ways to get a green card, and I would have to have a consultation with you and then let you know what options you have available. I can't do it in a 1-minute telephone call on a live show, so hold on one second. Let's go to Dave in Dallas, Texas. Dave.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you?
Good. What can I do to help you?
All right. I have two questions from my brother-in-law and 2 questions from my mother-in-law.
You have 4
my
questions?
brother-in-law is two questions.
Okay. She has 4 in total. Boy, he's
Yes, sir.
really taking advantage. But okay, I like you, Dave. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it possible for F2 status to change to F1, and how long is the process?
Yes, you would have to get divorced to switch to an F1, and as soon as you're divorced, that's when you switch.
No, F2 meaning the student visa, like F1 status.
I apologize. You're talking about a student visa, that you're the spouse of someone on a student visa, and now you want to be the student yourself. To make a change of status could be several months. But yes, it's possible. Several months. It could be possible. So in other words, if you want to, we're now in July. I don't know if you got an I-20 and you filed right now. I don't know if you would make it for September. You probably wouldn't. But if your spouse is going to be in school for September as an F1 and you get an I-20, you probably would be able to change for the January coming up.
All right. And we filed the AOS package for our mother-in-law. And how long is the process?
What package?
AOS.
An adjustment of status? Where did you file
this?
Yes,
sir.
Where did you file this?
In Dallas, Texas.
Probably, I don't know what the processing time off the top of my head in Dallas is, but generally you're looking at probably 9-10 months.
All right. Now, my question is, how long is the process for I-131? And
about 6 months.
Let's say, for example, if the I-131 is approved, can she travel when the AOS is pending?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Brad. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for calling, Dave. But that was 3 questions. You had a 4th. Oh, he forgot the 4th one. It was 2 for his brother-in-law and two for his mother-in-law. So he asked the 2 for the mother-in-law. How long did the adjustment and the advance parole? We only asked 1 for the brother-in-law, the F2, the F1.
We care about the brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law got screwed on the second question. Zabeda in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Zabeda.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm okay, Brad. What I'm calling for, I'm a visitor in Florida. I have a 6-month visa. And I want to know, after the 6 months, what can I apply for?
You can apply for an extension. You can apply for a green card.
Okay.
You can apply for a change of status to another type of non-immigrant visa. There's about 30 or 40 of them. You're like the first caller. What do I do to become legal here? And that requires a consultation. So hold on one second, okay? Let's go to Antonio in Yonkers, New York. Antonio.
Yes, hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, thank you. Question: I have an appointment for my citizenship, and on the letter here it's telling me what to bring, and then right on it says those items noted below, if applicable to me, if I'm married to a naturalized
right. Yeah, they give you a form letter. So if things don't make sense to you in that form letter, then obviously it doesn't apply to you.
Well, what happened is this. I got my green card in 1981. I got married in 1994 with a U.S. citizen, but I didn't get my green card through her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you just need to bring a marriage certificate and your tax returns, but you don't have to prove whether you live with her or not. It's irrelevant.
Oh, okay. All right. And
they just want to know who you're married to, but it's not. You only need to bring proof of the bona fides of your marriage if you're basing your green card, your citizenship on being married to a U.S. citizen for 3 years, which you're not. You're basing it on, I've had a green card for 30 years, 40 years, whatever it is.
Right. So, okay. So I don't need to bring her because what happened, I'm separated. I don't need to bring her naturalization paper because she,
No, it's fine. You don't have it. You don't have it. You're separated. It's fine.
Okay. And selective service. I can't. How do I get?
How old are you?
Right now I'm 47.
Yeah, well, it's past the point of selective service, but you can go log online, just Google selective service, and you can print out whether or not you did it or not. But it was something that you had to do after 1986 if you were under 26 years old at that time.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
But even if you didn't do it, doesn't matter because it's 30 years ago.
Oh, they won't look at it, right?
No.
All right. Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, brother. Thanks.
All right, let's go to Shelly in Brooklyn, New York. Shelly.
Hi, good afternoon.
Shelly. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Good. What can I do to help?
I came to America through Canada, and I'm calling to ask how can I obtain my green card here. I came here at 14 years old.
How old are you now?
I'm 22.
Yeah, okay. So, what year did you come to America?
2011.
Okay. Did you apply for DACA?
Yeah, I applied twice and I got denied.
Why?
I did it through a family lawyer, so.
All right. So you should apply for DACA if you went to high school and you were here prior to June 2012 and you were you should get DACA. So number one, you should come see me about DACA. Number two, in terms of getting your green card, I don't know enough about you, but we can find out about you in a consultation. I can't solve people's problems on how do I go from being out of status to getting a green card. I can't do that unless I meet with you and figure it out. So hold on one second, though. But you should get DACA, and I can help you with that. Hold on one second. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Nick in Queens. Nick.
Hello, Brad. How are you?
Hi. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I've been watching your show for quite some time now, so due to that, I've learned a lot. Thanks to you. However, because of this, me and my lawyer are kind of having some issues. Because every time she gives me wrong information, I can correct her, which makes no sense to me. First and foremost, she told me that my co-sponsor have to be a citizen, which you said it could be a permanent resident.
Correct.
I correct her on that. She didn't like it. Two, she tells me that all three W-2s have to be above the poverty line. My 2016 was a little bit below the poverty line, and she said it can't work.
No, they look at
you said it could work.
It could work.
And it did work.
Okay, good.
All right. So now, she tells me that because my wife.
Why don't I ask you a question then? Why don't you just make me your lawyer? Why do you keep going to her and watching me?
No, wait. I will get to that.
Okay.
All right. So
he's paid her already. He doesn't want to pay again. Right.
So because now, my wife is a little bit older than me. She tells me that I'm not going to get an interview until 1 year. I applied for the I-130, what do you call it, 485, something like that. In April, I now have an interview. This month, she's telling me that there's an error and the government is watching me and back and forth.
I don't know. Maybe the
Is that
government.
correct?
How would I know if the government's watching you? Only the government.
No, because she's
Right.
saying that I do not have a work permit, so there has to be an error too
no,
quick.
it's not an error. They're going in last in, first out. So
That's what I told her as well.
So that's the answer.
How can I switch
But
to
maybe
you
the government's
guys?
watching.
Is
You have
it
no
too
idea.
late?
No, come see me tomorrow. Hold on one second. All right, no, it's never too late. You're the captain of your boat. Hold on. Let's go to Alyssa in New York, New York. Alyssa.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
I'm a top fan.
Hey, I don't know who the top fan is, but she's a top fan. Which top fan are we talking to?
Anna. I didn't put my correct name on my Facebook, but that's not important right now. But I'm a top fan.
All right, way to go. Stay with us
How are
through
you?
thick or thin, broken cameras and everything. What's going on?
Okay, so my interview is in 9 days, Brad.
Is in 9 days.
I came from work today, and I got a letter in the mail saying about my I-693. It's expired. And they're saying that they're not telling me to bring the new one. It's voluntary, but I'd have to get it after my interview. Is it going to affect me in any way?
No, but
because I scheduled the appointment to get it redone. It won't be ready in time for the interview. Can I bring the receipt to show that it started?
Your doctor should be able to do it in 24 hours.
He's saying that they have this new test that they're doing that they added to it since recently. I don't know what it is, but it takes a while to get the result back from it.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, that's the case. But tell him to do the best you can, and it's in 9 days.
Right.
Then bring the receipt, bring something.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the receipt because the letter was dated the 28th.
Yes,
That's when
right,
they send it out.
Bring the receipt.
And my interview
and
is on the 10th.
They'll give you a letter to return it and hopefully return it. It's just delay you about 120 days.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Brad.
Okay,
I love
Alyssa,
you.
love you too. Thank you. I love anybody who loves me.
Yes.
I'm all in favor of mutual love.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to Tyrone in Kingston, Jamaica. Tyrone.
Hello.
Hi, Tyrone.
Hi. I have a question. I came to America in 2017, and I did the 1 year program, 1 year internship because I finished college, and I did the 1 year program. During the 1 year,
You mean the 1 year program is the 1 year program you're talking
yeah,
about?
1 year J1.
J1. Okay.
The J1 program.
Okay.
Yeah. And upon completing, I realized that I have the 2 year rule. I got particular close to a person, and we are thinking of getting married in October, November. Should I wait until the 2 year rule is completed?
No, go get married.
I get married?
No, get married, because even if she files for you, it's 2 years to get your green card. It's not 2 years before she can put in papers for you, and it takes about 15 months to get the papers processed. So I don't know how long you've been home already. Let her come down and marry you. Let her file for you. By the time you get it to the U.S. Embassy, you'll be 2 years in Jamaica.
Yeah, but can we put the paperwork in next year? I have to wait until 2 years is completed.
No, put the paperwork in the day you get married. You don't have to wait for the 2 years. Remember, the 2 years is not 2 years before you can put in paperwork. It's 2 years before
2 year rule.
Listen to me. It's not 2 years before you can put in the paperwork. It's not 2 years before you can get married. It's 2 years before you can walk to the embassy and get a green card. It takes 18 months to process you to walk into the embassy. So go get married quickly, put in the paperwork, and by the time you get to the U.S. Embassy, you're already past 2 years at home.
Okay.
Got it?
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thought he'd be more excited to hear.
I know.
He's a little melancholy to hear that.
A little bit.
Maybe he doesn't want to get married that quickly.
He's like, damn.
Damn, I gotta get married that fast? I was telling my girlfriend, wait another year and a half. All right, let's go to Ryan in Fort Lauderdale.
Hello.
Hi, Ryan.
How are you? Brother, I have a question. I have a 2 year green card, and every time I travel, immigration always pull me over, and them always want to find out what is that problem.
Well, I don't know. What's the problem? What's in your background that they keep pulling you over and asking you about?
Hello?
Yeah, what are they asking you about? I don't know. You seem like a good guy to me. What are they asking you about?
They don't ask me nothing. They just say, I'm just a they just
You're just random, but every time you travel through, you're random?
Yes.
All right. Well, you don't have to tell me on the air because everybody's listening. But do you have any idea, or you have zero idea why they're doing this?
No, I have no problem. No.
No problems at all.
No problem at all.
Okay. So then, most likely, you share the name with a bad guy.
Oh.
And they're probably, that's my guess. I mean, I don't know for sure, but my guess is you share a similar name with a bad guy, and then they want to make sure you're not the bad guy, and they check you, and you're like, nope, this is not the bad guy, Ryan. You're good guy, Ryan. There's another bad guy, Ryan. You go through. That's probably what's happening. Now, what we can do to help you, and I'm taking a guess. Maybe there's some other reason, but that would be my educated guess. What we can do, Ryan, is we can write Department of Homeland Security in Washington D.C. You have, like what people, your armchair lawyer would say. You got a red flag, okay? In immigration parlance, it's like your name gets a hit on it. So we could ask them to remove that red flag, that you're not the bad Ryan they're looking for. You're the good Ryan. And you shouldn't be hassled every time you come through the airport. We could ask them to do that. Whether they'll do it or not, I don't know, but you could certainly ask. You do it in letter form.
Because I asked the immigration why, and he told me he can't give me that information, but they give me a paper so I can go on a website to fill out that information and find out what is the problem.
Yeah, I don't know what that paper or website is. There's no secret website that will tell you what the background information on why they're pulling you offline. But certainly you can write Department of Homeland Security, and I can help you do that.
Okay, no problem.
All right, so hold on one second. Let's go to Reynolds in Tallahassee, Florida. Reynolds. Reynolds, Tallahassee, Florida. You're on the air. Hello, Reynolds. Reynolds. Let's go to Pauline in Seattle, Washington. Pauline.
Hello.
Hi, Pauline.
Hi, Brad. I'm glad I got through. Okay, I have 3 questions. My question is, I filed for a waiver for misrepresentation in February. When do I expect a feedback, and then what happens after that?
It's probably a good 6 to 12 months. And what will happen is either you get approved and you get your green card, or you get denied and put in deportation.
Will they ask me to go back to my home country, because I had also applied for asylum before I got married?
They will put you into removal proceedings, and then you would have to fight it out there.
Oh, okay. Now, if they approve me, do they say I have to go back to my country to, apply for a visa again, or what happens?
I don't know what waiver you're doing. I presume you filed an adjustment of status, and you are doing a waiver for misrepresentation or a criminal record. If you're doing an I-130 and a provisional waiver, then you would have to go home and come back. I don't know what type of waiver you're doing, but whatever your question was, how long does a waiver take? And they take 6 to 12 months. I have no idea what the waiver's for.
Oh, the waiver was for misrepresentation for saying I was married, right?
Okay, fine.
I was not.
So then you wouldn't go home. You would get a green card here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And then I have another question too. I was asked to take my medical on that particular day of the interview because I had an interview in February.
Right.
But then I forgot to hand them over. So what happens?
Hopefully they'll send you a letter for the medical and they don't deny you for that, but you got to wait for them to write you for it.
Okay, and then the other one is my husband, who is the citizen filing for us, filed for my children who are 17, 12, and 5. How long does it take before they get here? He filed in January of this year.
They'll probably be here summer of 2020.
Oh, until 2020?
Yeah, another year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one more. I had filed for asylum before, like I said, before I got married, and my work permit is expired.
You can do a work permit based on you can do a work permit based on your adjustment now.
But okay, well, I did adjustment with my previous one for the asylum. Was that okay?
No, you didn't do an adjustment for the asylum. You filed an asylum claim. You got a work permit because you had a pending asylum. Then you withdrew your asylum. You got married, withdrew your asylum, filed an adjustment, and now you should have, if you haven't, you should do it immediately, file for a new work permit under C9. That's the category to file under for a work permit based on adjustment. Your previous work permit was probably based on asylum, and that's C8.
Wow.
Okay? And if you need help, hold on one second. If you need help, sounds like you need a little help, so hold on one second, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I got a wow. When you get a wow, that means you need help.
That's,
You're like, wow, you need help.
And it's not like, oh, wow. It's like a,
wow,
I'm in trouble.
That's not wow, that's in trouble. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of information. I don't even know I can't process anymore. That was more like, that was too much information. I can't process it anymore.
That's
a
why
little
I have a
overwhelming.
Yes, that was more of a wow of overwhelming. Correct. That was a good word there, Jonathan.
Overwhelming.
Yes, thank you. Look at that. Okay, it's like we're brothers with another mother, right?
That's exactly what you guys
It's like we have the same father, baby.
Right? No, I think this is like the sequel to Twins. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. First is obviously I'm the Arnold Schwarzenegger of it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Obviously, you're Danny DeVito.
Look at that Danny DeVito right there in the pink shirt.
What is it when they walk in like, yeah, we're brothers.
I love it.
All right, let's go to Reynolds in Tallahassee, Florida. Reynolds. Come on, Reynolds. We're giving you a second shot. Second chance for Reynolds.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to hang up on you, Reynolds. What's going on?
I'm here.
Yes, you're here.
Okay. Yeah, I came to US in 2017 on J1. I completed my degree with my J1 last year spring. So I got admission for grad school, and I had to go back home to change from J1 to an F1. But on my way going home, I lost my backpack at New York JFK Airport, so all my documents got lost. So I called my international director, and she asked me to come back to Florida. So on getting back to Florida, I couldn't still get back all my documents. So she extended my DS 2019 for me to this year, August. So my question is this: I'm traveling to my country this month. So I want to know if I'm safe to travel because
as long as you haven't been out of status, you're safe. You know.
Yeah, my visa expired last year.
But your visa doesn't matter. Your visa doesn't matter because a visa allows you to cross a border. What matters is your status here in America. So as long as your status, you were in legal status the whole time, the fact that you don't have a legal visa didn't matter. Now you're going to go home, get a visa so you can cross back the border again.
Okay.
All right? So you should be okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. All right. Let's go to Susan in Seattle, Washington.
Status here in America.
Susan.
So as long as you're...
Hello. Hi. How are you?
Good. Hi, Bronx. I have my asylum interview 2017.
Right.
Since till now, I haven't heard from them. So, and I applied. My sister is getting married in October in another country, and I applied for advance parole. Is that okay if I travel with it or not?
If you get the advance parole, absolutely, as long as you're not going back to the country that you originally came from.
Yeah, but I applied for the asylum, but I'm not going to my country. I'm going to another country.
That's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah, it wouldn't be an advance parole. I think you'd get like some sort of refugee travel document. But whatever it is that you're getting, as long as you're not going back to your country of origin.
No, I'm not going back. It's far from my country.
Okay,
it's like a different.
That's fine. The other thing is that if you've been waiting for a decision on your asylum for 2 years, you may want to talk about filing a mandamus and getting it over with one way or the other. So hold on one second.
I wanted my lawyer because I had a domestic violence dismissed. My lawyer was like, if I file for that, it might cause a problem.
Well, let me review your case and then I'll let you know. I'll give you a second opinion. So hold on one second. Let's go to Paul in Barbados. Paul.
Hi guys.
Hey, how are you?
Question. Well, my father-in-law just became a naturalized citizen, so he's in the process of filing, wanting to file for his daughter, which is my wife,
right,
along with our 4 kids.
Right.
I'm just curious as to the process because I've been hearing a lot of different
It's gonna be
things
about 15
regarding how
years.
much
It's gonna be
delay it
about
is.
15 years.
Say again. You broke up. Sorry.
15 years. It's a very long time.
15 years.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted, so in the process, if you file the K1
There's no
stuff,
K1.
would you be able to come and live and work?
No, there is no K1. K1's only for K1 is only for spouses, not children. So you're going to. The sad part is you and your wife are going to wait in Barbados 15 years for a green card, and your kids will probably be over 21 at that point, and they will not be included. So if you want to come to America, having your father-in-law file for you, you should definitely do it because it's better than nothing. So do it. But perhaps you would want to have a consultation to see maybe there's a faster way. I don't know. Okay, so.
Okay, so that's something that you all can facilitate a consultation to give us more information if it can work.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on one second.
All right, appreciate that. Thanks.
All right, let's go to Sandra in Atlanta, Georgia. Sandra. Sandra. All right. We have any other camera angle besides this?
That's the camera angle.
Are we coming back?
Brad?
Well, you could just be like the voice of God. You could just be the voice of God.
We could just do this.
No, you don't have to. No, no, 'cause it's too crowded. It gets hot.
It does.
It gets hot.
That's actually fine.
Yeah.
We'll
You could just be the voice of God. We can do social media check-in. I assume we don't have any pre-produced anything, right?
There's nothing.
There's
the
nothing.
fact that we have lower thirds is honestly a miracle. I don't even know how they pulled that off.
All right, so we're just. All right, we're just. No, we're not going to gather. They're just going to be off of camera and be the voice of God, and we're going to do social media check-in.
I feel
right,
very
so let's do it.
godlike pretty frequently.
Yes. We have one last person on hold.
Oh, okay, last straggler. Get in there.
Fine. Collins in Brooklyn.
Not
Collins.
fine.
How are you?
Collins! Wow, Collins. After we did all that for you?
We stopped the show for you, Collins.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So we're done with taking calls. Jill, you can let Vicky and Fiona know. I am now going to ask God to ask the social media questions. God, are you there?
Yes, I am.
I'm here.
We have multiple gods.
We have
multiple gods.
We have the man god and the woman
god. We have Adam and Eve.
Hey.
Adam and Eve.
Yes.
All right. Adam, will you please ask the first question?
Absolutely, Brad. Got this. Dion Watson says. Hi, Dion Watson says, when adjusting your conditional green card, do you have to do an interview if you're divorced and filing single? Now, I do want to say Dion Watson only got her question asked first and answered because she's a member of
what
the
was the
Brad
question
Squad
again
group. So the question is, when adjusting your conditional green card, do you have to do an interview if you're divorced and filing single?
Yes.
Okay, Iza Lokia. And only got this because she is a Brad Squad member as well on the page. No problem. Brad.
I want you to know, Jonathan and Kim are going to be like, save this. They're like, Brad, you did call us God.
Yes, look.
In the next budget negotiation.
And by the way, I'm not saying, I just want to be, correct here.
Yes.
There you are. I am not saying you are the God.
No, just godlike.
Godlike.
Just God.
Right.
Well, I'll take that.
You're just a God, but you are not the God.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, Morgan Freeman played God.
That's
in a
right.
movie.
Okay. Why don't we do that? We go back and forth and absolutely.
You could actually.
Okay.
This is actually fun.
Let's get everybody dizzy.
What's my camera?
This is actually really fun.
That's my camera.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah. Iza, it's on
Is this God right now?
All
right.
This God.
This God. Iza Lokia saying, when applying for a relative visa for my husband and for my husband's daughter's visa, is it easier to apply for both at once or what order? Also, the daughters to be approved, for the daughter to be approved, would she have to get fingerprints in her country, which is Mexico, or can this be avoided or done here?
You don't do fingerprints in Mexico. You just have to have police clearance. So bizarre. You have to have police clearances from every country you've lived in over the age of 16 for more than 6 months.
All right, and another question right here. How many years does the immigration check back taxes, and what do they check filing for the husband that has been in the U.S. for 5 years?
3 years tax returns.
Okay.
Melissa says, I cannot.
Going so fast.
Yes.
So weird.
Oh my God, I'm getting a headache from looking at it.
Melissa said, if a mother files for a child, how soon after your green card can you get your citizenship?
5 years. Why am I look so
I don't put up so low.
All right, just keep it at me. All right, we'll just have to voice a guy. All right, except I'm blocking the Spar and Bernstein sign. Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Yep. Oh, nope.
Why don't you make it like a wide, you can make it a super wide angle and all three of us can be in here. Just make it wide and all three of us can be in. You just come in a little bit more, Kim.
I feel like I'm flying.
You are flying.
There you go. Come on, Kim.
I'm trying.
And we're not that close.
Okay.
Okay, give some space.
There we go.
There we go. All right.
Everybody's in half a camera.
So did you already answer?
Right. By the way, no name Cindy. That's like a GIF right there. Like we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Seriously.
All right. Casey Levy saying, if I file vowel from overseas, do I need a waiver for my overstayed B2 visa? The husband, which we are still married, never filed for me nothing and held my personal documents, the passport, credit cards, etc. As well told me that he'll report me if I don't.
Yes, you would need a waiver, but you can base it on your own hardship.
Okay.
Angela said, if you put in for a divorce and the husband doesn't want to sign, is there anything more you can do to get it done?
Yes, just serve him, and if he doesn't show up in court after 30 days in almost any state, it just goes uncontested.
All right, Travel Maniac saying, my wife is a permanent resident green card holder, and she filed a petition under the F2A for me, not in the USA. I've not got any I-130 approval notice yet, and it's been over 16 months now, and my priority date has been current. So what do I need to do? At least it's a good sign for those who's...
Mandamus, if it's more than 12 months.
Okay.
Vanny Boo said, my friend is the fiance of a permanent resident. She spoke to a lawyer, and the lawyer said that she's not eligible to receive a green card through her fiance until he becomes a citizen. How true is that? And does that mean that she won't get a work permit after filing until he becomes a citizen?
She won't get a work permit, but if he never becomes a citizen, you should still file an I-130. Eventually, you'll get approved, and then have to do a provisional waiver, go home, and come back.
All right, Tamara.
It's a different process.
Or Tamara. Tamara Dockery. Was that good?
Yes.
Okay. Tamara Dockery. My son's I-130 is pending. Is it okay for him to travel to the U.S. from Jamaica? I already purchased the ticket. On my I-864 USCIS is asking for my husband's most recent tax paper. However, he didn't file his taxes on time this year, and he asked for an extension. How can I go about without proof of recent tax year?
Just file the last 3 years that you have and proof that the other one's on extension.
And can the son with the I-130 pending, can he travel to Jamaica from the U.S.?
No.
Or to the U.S. from Jamaica?
If he has if he has a visitor's visa, yes, but he could have a problem at the airport. So
because the I-130 is pending.
Correct.
And she already purchased the ticket, so what should she do?
Have a consultation with me.
Gavil said, or Gavel? Gavil said, can a green card holder file for her husband? Her husband is in the States.
Can a green card holder file for her husband? The answer is yes.
Right.
But again, would have to have a provisional waiver to go home and come back.
Got it.
Reno VN Blessed saying, does my husband and I have to take a lot of pictures to bring to the AOS interview? He works a lot and we're really just not the type to take pictures.
Then don't take pictures, but you got to prove you live together.
What? Girl, y'all better take pictures then. Like, what do you mean?
Yes, go take your camera out. Take 2 seconds.
Some selfies while you guys are getting ready in the morning.
If that's gonna help your case, then do it.
Look how easy it is, Kim.
Look, let's do one. Let's take a picture.
Yeah,
Here, actually, I can right now.
Yeah, we'll take a picture right now.
Here, look. Actually, we'll all do it.
Oh yeah, that's really hard. That's really hard to do, right? Yeah.
Oh, look.
There we go. There you go. There you go.
Look how about mine.
Okay, now we did it live.
Look
Okay.
at mine. There you
We
go.
did it live. So how
Two
hard,
pictures.
How hard could it be? Look at that one. That's pretty good.
That is a good one. look at
look
mine.
at that.
Oh man, we look stunning.
Yeah, look
Get
at.
closer.
Look how stunning
wait,
we
wait,
look.
wait.
Oh, and there's the green background,
the
so
green
it's keying
background,
it
yeah.
out. That's hilarious.
Wait, look at that.
We actually look like we're friends here.
Yes,
See?
that's right.
We look like we love each other.
That's right.
My God.
Come on,
All right.
man.
Come on, it's easy to take pictures.
I will say, when you moved over to our shot and we were all in the 3-shot together, everyone in the comments was like, see, this is why I love this show. It's a family. This is not just friendship.
Right.
They're not just
That's right.
coworkers. They're family.
That's right.
Zaddy
really
Brad.
That's right.
Zaddy Brad. That's true. We call him Zaddy Brad, not on air. People are really weirded out when I call my boss Zaddy, but everybody who watches knows.
Why is your boss an uncle, right? It's a little weird.
So weird.
Very, very, very interpersonal there.
Yeah,
right?
we are. We're very close,
Very,
Brad.
very, very. What is it? Incestuous.
A little bit,
Yeah,
but
just a
it's all,
bit.
we're a family. It's beautiful.
Cozy.
Cozy. Thank you, Jelly Bean. Cozy is better than incestuous. Jill said cozy, not incestuous. I think
you
I
can't hear
prefer
her?
Cozy.
It's okay.
I think I prefer cozy.
All right, you next.
Next.
Renovian said, nope.
Nope.
Bami Dele said, my I-751 got denied. Can you help me refile?
Yes.
All right, Marlene Rossi saying, can a grandmother carry her granddaughter to the embassy in Jamaica?
Carry her wherever you want.
It's an odd carry.
As long as she's not too heavy, right?
I guess maybe
She wants to know, can you
yeah.
take her to get a visitor's
Yeah.
visa? Yeah, but I don't know whether they'll approve it or not. You know?
Jay Black, I'm trying to fix your computer, Brad.
Yeah, yeah.
Jay Black said,
What's wrong?
I'm a green card holder in Jamaica right now.
Have to restart it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, you
Wasn't
can
that
restart it
even
while yo-yo.
All right, great. Jay Black
Everything's
said,
broken today.
Hey, listen.
Literally everything. Our equipment's been broken for like the last 48 hours. I'm a green card holder in Jamaica right now, but was planning to take my 7-year-old daughter to America for her birthday. She's got a visiting visa. Am I going to have any problems?
Not if she has a visitor's visa.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Dinesh saying, my mother is a permanent resident and she married my dad and she filed the I-130 in March 2018. We haven't received anything yet. Can you tell me what's really going on with our case?
A permanent resident?
Yeah.
March 2018?
Yes.
She's over 21?
My mother is a
I assume over 21. What's going on is there's a waiting list, and the waiting list is about 7 years long.
Shauna said, for persons here with a work permit, can they work on the books for any employer other than the one who sponsored them?
If you have a job sponsorship through a labor certification and you have a work permit for it, which is different than a work visa.
Okay.
Okay, so I assume a work permit and your adjustment, you would have a work permit because you filed an adjustment, you don't have a green card yet. If your adjustment's pending more than 180 days, you can work for a different employer in the same job, in the same position, at a similar wage or higher wage with the same job duties in the same industry. But it has to be the same job. Okay? If you're talking about, I have a work visa, then you are tied to that person.
Okay. Now, Mrs. Sani saying, hey everyone. How can you get your case transferred to another process center? Nebraska Center is way behind other centers
You file a
now.
mandamus to, move your case along if it's being unduly delayed.
Okay.
Sheila says, I'm in the U.S. on an F1 status for the last 4 years. My husband, who's a green card holder, filed an I-130 for me last year, which is currently pending. I filed the 485, the 131, and the 765 2 weeks ago as dates for filing in for the June visa bulletin. I passed my priority date, but I recently got to know about the 90-day rule. I had taken a trip abroad and returned back in F1 status 56 prior to filing the adjustment application. What should I do?
Well, it's a little too late now. You may need a waiver depending on what your situation is.
Right, yeah. You can't find out about the 90-day rule
after the
afterwards.
fact, right.
Yeah. All right. Anna's saying, what does it mean when they say your date is current?
Means that you have a priority date, and they're now saying that you have reached your place on the waiting list, that you're eligible for your green card.
Shan said, how soon can I divorce after filing a VAWA?
The next day.
Okay, Princess saying, my interview is in 8 days, and they just sent me a letter saying, this isn't the one that called, is it? Saying, my interview is in 8 days, and they just sent me a letter saying about my I-693 is expired, but the letter said it isn't. Okay. See, I listen. GT says, got my employment EAD card after 7 months. Do I need to file the H-1B extension as a backup? Other lawyer says yes.
No.
Ooh, why EAD card approved only a year? If I worked on the EAD with petitioning employer, what papers to file?
You don't need anything if you're working for somebody else. The only reason you need the H-1B is as a backup if your marriage doesn't work out. If you're confident your marriage is going to work out, you don't need to renew your H-1B. You can work on your EAD for your sponsoring employer or anybody in the world you want.
Ooh,
and maybe your employer, I would just think that your attorney just wants another case.
I was about to say, like, why do you think
as
they
long,
did that?
unless you have a
crazy.
shaky marriage, there's no reason to do your H-1B again.
See, that's why you gotta trust your lawyers, man. I don't understand how any of you guys would get anybody but this guy. I'm just gonna say.
Especially
I'm just gonna say. I'll say it. You can't say it because
it's weird.
You know, but I'll say it.
Yeah, you should say
it. I could say it.
Yeah, but then you could also be a lawyer that's saying the same thing that this person is saying. Just do another case when you don't need one.
Third-party confirmation.
Correct.
Third-party confirmation.
Golly.
Kadidiatu said, can I sponsor my 15-year-old biological half-brother if I was adopted by my American mother, so my father's wife, when I was 11 years old?
Once you are adopted, you break the relation.
Oh, I know you lying.
You lying. That is
you are not supposed to see that.
That is just all wrong.
We are just.
That is just wrong.
Can you go back to the other camera?
That is just. Oh man, that's just.
That's the real story.
That is just awful.
That is so tacky.
I quit.
I know. I think today is over, guys.
I think today is over.
I think today's over.
I think after that, run the credits, Jill.
Yeah.
Just run the credits. Shut the lights off. Shut the lights off. We'll do this in the dark.
Welcome to Belgium Kim's Public Access.
Oh my God.
1 second here.
You want to come back in here?
I have to come back here now.
Let's get in here.
1 second. This is awful. This is awful. Let's just forget this.
There we go.
What is this? This is awful. All right. Tell Jill that we're going to end it.
We're doing it.
We're done.
Bye.
We're going to stop.
That's right.
Bye.
This is horrible.
We love you, family.
Gee, I don't believe this. How embarrassing.
This is so tacky.